Why are the Browns 3-point favorites against the Cardinals?
They're favorites.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
it's interesting. Dallas is only 3.5 against the Patriots.
That's just, I guess, respect for Belichick.
I guess, but like at some point. I don't like this board at all.
Let me see the board.
I'm gonna take the Chargers.
Oh, this is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I was looking at that one too.
Okay. You're up. I started streaming, by the way, just so you're aware.
Okay. I won't say any slurs then.
Sadly, that's not even funny to joke about anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
What is Frozen?
I bad then.
It's Frozen, so.
Oh.
They missed it.
I live another day.
You do. You pick?
Yep.
I like that one too.
Davis. Wouldn't it be nice? The Raiders. There's actually two that I kind of like. I hate to do this.
It's already written.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Going against the fan.
Oh, that's against.
Tread lightly.
I can't go against the fans.
Sure you can.
Nah. Go against the fans. You gotta have the fans. We don't have enough to be against the fans.
That's true.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Get started then.
Do we have time for me to do a Dan Snyder rant?
Yeah. I gotta go by like 35, 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have enough time. Let me send out the link real quick, saying that we live. I guess we gotta talk Ertz trade too. I'm guessing.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's get started. We are going to get started in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to Wise Guys Podcast. I'm your host, Brady Fitzgerald, joined as always by my co-host, Chris Hagan.
How you guys doing?
Chris, I'm a little hot. It's now the smack middle of October, and it is hot as shit.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
I have this shirt on that's like, it's not quite a dry fit, but it's an Under Armour shirt, and I'm hot in this.
I just
a t-shirt.
I stood up to go turn on my fan. This is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
It's mid-October. I should be deep in a sweatshirt right now.
I haven't worn khakis once.
I know, and I got.
I should have worn khakis at least 10 times by this point.
Yes, and I got a shipment of them to come in, get some khakis, and
Just to sit there and collect dust.
Yep.
It does. It sucks. I love fall. Fall's like my favorite time of year, and this is just like it's prolonging summer. And I love summer too, but at some point it's got to end.
I agree. Yeah. So just wanted to open up with that. We got to mention that summer is taking its sweet time. Well, here's the thing: is what happened? I wasn't paying attention February 2nd. What did Phil say?
I don't remember, but I don't think I don't think we're out of his jurisdiction at this point. Like it's not 6 more months.
It has to be Phil. It has to be Phil at this point.
Might need an emergency.
He doesn't want to
emergency press conference for Phil.
Yeah, we need to talk to this guy. We need this guy on the pod stat because Phil is really messing up the weather here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into some news. Some news did happen. We'll start with the Ertz trade. Ertz trade happened this morning. I think he should be eligible to play on Sunday.
I was thinking that like this is so strange that they wouldn't get it done before the game.
Yeah.
That's so. Well, you think he should be eligible because he's on your fantasy team.
Yeah,
and you just want him to get more points somehow.
You should be eligible and be able to keep the points from Thursday. just give it a break, and now he starts again.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. I don't think his body could handle that either. Going off of
then.
What, 2 days rest?
Yeah, he sounds like a pussy then. Am I allowed to say that? I never know. Is that cross?
I know.
Does that count as a I don't even know anymore. Whatever.
Depends on who listens, I guess. I don't know.
I guess you have a good point. Anyways, Ertz, he had his time in Philly. Why did they trade him literally immediately after the game?
I don't know. That's something that you see in baseball. Guys get like traded during the game. I've never seen that in football where he walks off the field and clearly like he knew because I saw videos and it was like Zach Ertz very emotional on the way out.
He was like
oh, well, he knows.
And it's like actually,
yeah,
Arizona is you are gonna be you're packed away, and they're packed away and sending him to the retirement home where he belongs. Like. Arizona
with all the other, with the rest of the 2013 Pro Bowl team.
This changes nothing for Arizona. They never use tight ends anyways, so I don't.
Maybe they will now.
Cool. I don't know. We got it.
It really doesn't make them that much better. I don't think.
No, we have to stand our ground with Arizona too. We can't back.
I'm standing my ground.
All right. Anyways,
I'm gonna keep losing on them until they win the Super Bowl, I guess.
Literally, I'll be like, they can't win a Super Bowl until they're holding the trophy.
They'll be holding up the Lombardi and be like, well, shit, I guess I was wrong.
No, I'm gonna go. Well, they're not gonna go back to back.
It was a fluke.
Yeah, fluke team.
All it takes is them to play one injured quarterback along the way.
Is this
it's like, yeah, they didn't earn it. All time.
All right. Anyways, some other news. Sunday will be the retirement of Mr. 21, and you can take the floor.
So, first off, I'll start on a positive note and say that they should have, his number should be retired, and it's good that they're doing a ceremony, and he deserves all the attention he's going to get because he was, the best player of this team before he passed and has had such a long impact. And no one's worn the number since, just out of respect for him, because the organization, for some reason, chose not to retire it. But for them to announce it 3-4 days before the game, in the middle of them catching heat for the Gruden emails, which came out of the investigation that hasn't been released, is literally just shitting all over his legacy. It's so the apologies that Jason Wright tweeted out. He's like, we've been planning this for months and we're really sorry. We didn't realize that we would hurt so many of you by doing this. And it's like, how could you, you're not fooling anybody. It's very clear that this timing, that's what they meant to do. It's meant to be a distraction.
is definitely on purpose.
So I don't know. I woke up and saw that, and I was like, "That's kind of weird that they're retiring his number." And then I thought about it, and I was like, "Oh, they just can't do anything right.
No, they can't.
Literally can't do anything right."
And it's gonna suck when you're down by 20 at halftime against the Chiefs
With no fans there.
and they're gonna be.
If they
for Sean
announced this like during the summer, that would actually be a game that people would go to.
Mm-hmm.
They've struggled with attendance so much because the team is terrible, the stadium sucks, it's too expensive, and everyone's just done. It's like not even fun to go to games anymore. But this is something that people would actually buy tickets for, I think, and rally around. But
And
when you
could
give them
bring you
3 days
mojo for your
notice,
season.
yeah,
Like these type of
And-
things mean something to the players.
yeah,
They mean something to the coaches, and I don't know. And you're right. They're just half-assing it and saying, "Oh, ignore the emails. Look, Sean Taylor's number."
hmm yeah. So that's, I mean, I'm done. I'm getting. This is probably the most disinterested I've been with this team in a while, which is sad. But at this point, like, I just hope they move. Like, I just hope they move to. I don't know where. I don't know who's looking for a team.
You
But
hope they're
maybe
gone.
London.
You want to lose your team?
I'll take them. I mean, they'll come back at some point. They're not going to leave DC without a football team forever. So I'll take however many years of not having it
You're like, I
to get an
rather not
expansion
have
team
one
at some
now.
point. I mean, obviously, I'd be pretty heartbroken if it happened, but I think for my mental state, that would be the best outcome. 'Cause I'm done. Like, I can't deal with it anymore.
Oh my
I don't
God.
care if they win on Sunday. I really don't.
You have just no hope.
I have no hope at all.
What
So
if you trade
that's
for
all I
Deshaun
got.
Watson? I know you'll be back in.
I mean, yeah, of course. If they win Sunday, I'll probably be back in. But everything's an overreaction, but it's wearing thin. It's starting to get old.
No, I get it. Yeah, I get it. That's why, like, you don't see. We're from Maryland, and you do not see a lot of passionate football Redskin fans.
hmm
They're just not like. I don't know. They are a hard team to follow because
Yeah.
they're the buffoons. That's why.
hmm And I always figured like the real fans will stay, and they're in there. They're somewhere, just buried, waiting to come back. Like people that still will watch the games and everything, but not go, which is what I've turned into because I have no interest in going back there because it's just depressing.
Yeah.
There's really nothing fun about going to a game anymore.
Well, and
which is not a good place to be in.
Sucks too.
Yeah, it's horrendous. So maybe when they build a new stadium, it'll be interesting
Amazon
a
Field.
little bit. Yeah,
All you need is that owner gone.
yeah, and that's never gonna happen.
Till you-
Like this is the time. This was the gateway to make this investigation should have at least put him on the ropes.
Yeah, but we
and
said
it
that
didn't at
about the
all.
last two investigations.
Yeah, no, I know.
We said that about the last two, saying this was on the hot seat. It's honestly this having this go on again and again and again is just, and it not only an embarrassment for the team but the league.
Mhm.
Like he needs to be gone.
The crazy thing is, though, is that they're the ones protecting him. Like they won't release the findings of the report. It's the NFL who's covering it up. So
That's
for
what I'm
whatever
saying.
reason, they want Snyder to remain as owner.
Well, because if you have who's the Jeff Bezos, if he's like your owner, he's not gonna be like, I don't know. He has so much more money than anyone else, and he has more money than the whole league does. So
Mhm.
they'd rather and they don't want every Redskin game on Amazon Prime.
Right.
They'd rather work with Amazon through the league instead of work with Amazon through the Washington football team.
hmm
But that still is no justification for why this guy is still allowed to own an NFL team.
Yeah.
Like you just
So-
shouldn't be allowed to.
Yeah.
And I don't know how that works. Like I don't know how you kick owners out or anything. But
I don't know either. I mean, the Panthers owner got kicked out. The Clippers owner got kicked out. So like it's happened before.
Yeah, and this is like the worst case scenario where this like fungus of a person is still infecting that place. All right, let's not be down in the dumps. Let's get some optimism up. Let's do some wise picks. Let's get right into it. You go first.
I said I didn't like the board when I looked at it. It took me about 30 seconds to convince myself that I love the board. And there's nothing I love more than rooting against the Baltimore Ravens, so I'm taking the Chargers plus 2.5. Because I think that they're just straight up better in all facets of the game aside from kicking.
This is a tough game, but I only say that because the Ravens have been in these nice primetime games. This will be a true test.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've had some fluky wins.
And the first people to ever figure out Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They know how to do it.
Ravens secondary's banged up.
Didn't Joe have
I think Herbert
in that game? The playoff game? Weren't they losing?
They were calling for him to come in. I don't think he ever actually came in.
That's funny. Yeah, so
then Lamar got booed at home during a playoff game.
Great pick.
Thank you.
All right, this one, like, this is just picking up fish with a net instead of using a rod. That's how easy it is. It's just, like, Steelers minus 5.5 versus Geno Smith and the Seahawks.
Yeah, I mean, the Steelers haven't been impressive, but the Seahawks have no defense, and now they have no offense.
They don't have anything. This team, like, the Seahawks are going to suck the rest of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, how long is Russ out for?
He's out for at least a month. So they're in trouble.
Yeah, it's big trouble.
And
And Geno looked good for a little bit that last Thursday, but Steelers had a whole week to game plan for him.
And now, yeah,
it's not going to end well.
Steel defense.
Yeah. This is Sunday night, right?
Of course it is, because
we actually have to watch this game on Sunday night.
They could have flexed it. You can start flexing.
Is that? Did they change that rule now? Or is it? It's always been this early.
I think they changed the rule because you can start flexing now.
Yeah, flex Cardinals Browns to Sunday night.
Or Chargers put the Ravens.
Chargers Ravens, yeah. No.
Not that though.
I don't know. That's strange. But yeah, I like that pick a lot.
Thanks.
I will make my second pick, and I will go with Davis Mills covering a 10-point spread at the Colts. Because
I like that one too.
He's back, I think, and the Colts suck.
Yeah, and like there's no reason why Davis Mills couldn't be good.
I know. Right? He looked good last week.
Right? No reason. Just because he was what? Because he was drafted Texans? Doesn't mean he's going to
Also, Colts are coming off a brutal loss. I sucked the soul out of them. They're done. They're buried.
They are done.
Texans divisional game. 10 points in any divisional game is a lot. I don't care who's playing who. That's true, yeah.
But other than that.
But this division especially, like, all these teams are bad. No one should be favored by 10 over anyone. Which is why I like it.
I love it too. All right, next one. The Broncos -4 versus the Raiders, who don't have a coach.
Talk about a team who's dead.
They don't have a coach. And what sucks about the Raiders is, like, they were a boat floating down the river, and then the engine just blew up.
That changed so quickly.
It's sinking. There's 5 holes in the bottom of the boat.
The Broncos aren't even good either. That's the other thing.
Yeah, but we saw the Carolina Panthers beat the crap out of the Saints when they didn't have any coaches because of COVID. This team doesn't have a coach at all. No one's even talking to him via Zoom.
Yeah, they're in trouble. They had just hit the spot of the season where they were going from an actual playoff team into who the Raiders actually are.
Oh, yeah.
So
they were already
in combination with not having a coach is not a recipe for success.
It's Derek Carr time. He's going to be right back into mediocre. Yeah. Right back.
I mean, they looked terrible last week against the Bears. They didn't look good against the Chargers.
I forgot that game existed, honestly. The
Yeah, I
Bears,
know. It was
Raiders.
terrible.
You mentioned that, and I thought they played the Dolphins last week, but then I was like, damn,
It's like 3 weeks ago, but
yeah, I, whatever. Broncos -4. Teddy's covering.
yeah. My final one makes me sad to do because I don't like picking against the Panthers, but I really don't think they're gonna win this game. I had the Vikings -2.5.
The Vikings have to start winning.
They do have to start winning, and I hate
how
like I've kind of flipped on the Vikings almost. Like I still don't think that they're a good team really. I think they're better than the Panthers.
Yeah, I'm worried about the Panthers.
I am too.
They
And I'm not sure if McCaffrey's going to play or not.
he's not.
Like officially not?
He didn't practice.
Oh yeah, I just an hour ago. Well, that sucks for my fantasy team,
I was
but
about to
it
say,
makes this
after these
pick look
picks,
better.
let's talk fantasy for a second. It is the Wise Bowl this week.
Yeah, but I mean, without McCaffrey, their offense has
There's nothing.
not looked good at all. It's Darnold. It's Jets Darnold, and the Vikings are not great on defense, but they're meh. This feels like a good Kirk Cousins week.
It does.
It's like,
Maybe
oh, look at Kirk Cousins.
Underrated? Question mark.
Yeah, right.
All right. This one. I like the primetime games this week. Give me Buffalo -5.5 at the Tennessee Titans on Monday Night Football. They're winning by a touchdown.
I don't know, Tennessee. I just have a feeling that this game will either go Buffalo blows them out or Tennessee wins in a close game.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know why I have that
think
feeling.
The former is going to happen, and I think Tennessee's going to blow. I mean, the Buffalo's going to blow them out.
Buffalo, like they just look so dominant. The line, it's just weird. And like Tennessee lost
We
to
talked
the
about it last week.
Jets.
They did what the Eagles did. You could just throw in any of those guys, and they can get a sack on any play. Like literally, those guys.
That's
all
true. The Titans line is
And
atrocious.
the Titans line is terrible. They gave up 7 sacks to the Jets. To the Jets.
This line, the line just stinks to me. That's why it scares me. It reeks.
I only like it because, I mean, they can cover with a touchdown.
Well, yeah, of course.
So
That's why everyone would like it.
that's why I think they'll win
I
by
kind of
a-
smell an upset.
on national TV.
But I
after
could be
they-
very wrong.
After they whoop the Chiefs.
Exactly.
That's true.
Letdown spot.
Big letdown spot.
Letdown spot. At Tennessee, this is the biggest game for the Titans so far this year.
Yeah, but I think this is like, I think Buffalo's a legit team.
I do too,
And
yeah.
legit teams win these.
Legit teams lose sometimes.
I don't know. Not this early. Legit teams lose later.
We'll see.
All right. We will see. We will see. That's why.
They're going all favorites again.
Yep, all favorites again.
Oof.
Worked so well last week, so
it can't fail twice in a row, can it?
I know, right? All right. Mr. Wyatt Bunting is our fan of the week this week. And we don't earn it, just ask us and we make a pick. Nothing to try. But the pick of the week for the fans is Bengals -3.5 at the Lions. Not a bad pick. I was gonna pick the
It's
opposite
never
side.
bad to bet against the Lions.
But
But-
that being said, I kind of like the Lions this week.
I kind of like the Lions too.
I didn't want to go against the fan, so I didn't pick them. But I do kind of like the Lions.
Well, I just saw Big Cat tweet on Twitter that he thinks this is the week the Lions win a game. And ever since I saw that, I was like, damn, you might be right.
Ugh.
Probably will win.
They won't go 0-17. They'll have to.
Well, they'll probably lose in heartbreaking fashion and not cover.
That's the thing. That's why I don't like the line. They'll lose in heartbreaking. fashion.
This game
Oh, wait,
has
well, they can lose by a heartbreaking field goal though.
Mhm.
Still cover.
this game has ridiculously high tie energy. Like if I were to bet on one game this whole year to end in a tie,
Tie.
this is the one.
Big tie energy. The Bengals can't almost tie twice in a week, 2 weeks though. That can't happen.
They have to tie. This is the one. This game ends in a tie. I'm gonna call my shot.
All right. Well, that being said,
That would be
though,
lovely. That'd be the best way for this game to end, I think.
that probably would be the best way for this game to end. Because then they can go 0-16 again. The Lions go 0-16 again. They go 0-16-1.
My preseason pick on the the Lions over wins is not looking great right now.
Hey, they were in these games though. So
That's the thing.
they were in these games. All right,
I know they were in these games.
great games this week. Arizona Cardinals, Browns. Why? I don't know why the Browns are favored. That's just, I guess, respect to being home.
Yeah,
West got to travel east. That's why. Always rough.
That's true.
West got to travel east.
a lot of times too, when Vegas thinks the two teams are equal, they'll just give the home team 3 points.
Yeah.
But like the Cardinals are undefeated. I don't know. Maybe they think the Cardinals are frauds, just like we do.
I hope so. Because they're right. All right. What other good games are there? Well, football team Chiefs, we sort of touched on. Packers, Bears. Not a bad game.
That could actually be a good game. I kind of like the Bears in this game.
I like the Bears on that game too.
I don't know why.
Because I feel like Justin Fields will get them the mentality. Just the upset mentality.
Their defense has been playing a lot better.
Also,
And
I would like to come out clean and announce that I definitely gave Damian Williams COVID. He is now.
are we doing it? Talking about it now?
We might as well. I don't really care about any of these games.
I mean, this is.
Jets. We got a Jets fan in the building.
And Chris Carson's out now too.
Yes, oh my God.
So you're getting.
But you're also getting all backups. Like Joe Mixon's barely playing.
Not like me. You're getting a dose of Naheem Hines and I guess Kenyon Drake again. I have nobody else.
The best part is
I have 3 hurt running backs.
My bench is all running backs. I have
Trying to fork one over before the game.
I could give you Gordon. He's a fan of the pod.
I don't know if I really want Gordon.
Come on, Melvin's a fan of the pod. I'll give you Khalil Herbert too.
Maybe I'll pick up your boy Brandon Bolden just so he pisses you off more when he goes off.
Yeah, okay. Have fun. I won't be shivering in my boots when Brandon Bolden comes up. Talking about Cowboys.
This is a ragtag
Yeah,
lineup that I'm putting out there. It's rough.
Yeah, that is seriously terrible.
McLaurin is questionable too. My starting running backs are projected to score a total of 13 points.
Projected.
Yeah.
Wow. That's horrendous. Anyways,
It is horrendous.
Patriots Cowboys. I just want to touch upon that. Look, they think the Cowboys might roll us.
I mean, the Cowboys are a lot better than you.
A lot. I just want, all I care about is Mac just keep looking good.
Mhm.
Remember how it was like no more mental victories?
Mhm.
I'm okay on mental victory. I won't prefer them, but I'll take them. Last week that was a mental loss, and we won.
Right.
And those might be worse than just losing.
Well, they're not.
That's true. But you're right.
Yeah, talk about a line that stinks. The fact that they're only 3.5-point favorites.
Well, I guess that's a good line then, right? You want to bet the boys?
Yeah, well, that's why it stinks.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, I think that's...
What do you think? Are you worried that you're going to get stomped?
Yeah, I'm worried that we're going to get stomped. I honestly don't think anyone on this defense can stop anyone on the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So,
Jags, Dolphins, do we even bother?
No, we don't.
Okay.
Jags, Dolphins, we don't bother.
That game is just not
There's
taking
a lot
place.
of games. I guess Tua's coming back, so cool. Congrats.
Nice. Giants, Rams.
Don't care about that game either.
Don't really care.
There's a lot.
I guess that's
I don't care
it.
about this week. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't put our locks down.
Oh. Yeah.
What are you locking?
I'm locking up. I gotta lock up against Geno Smith.
Yeah, that's smart. I think I'm gonna lock up on Davis.
Oh, you're locking on Davis? For the culture. That is for the culture.
I got to. Right?
Yeah. That is definitely for the culture. All right. I think that does it.
Rookie quarterback rankings: Davis Mills jumps Trey Lance and Zach Wilson.
Good.
So
It'll
feeling
be
pretty
like that at the
confident.
End of the year too. right behind Mac.
Right, yeah.
All right. Yeah, as we all thought, the two best quarterbacks in the draft.
Right, yeah. Our two favorite guys.
Yep. All right. I think that. I mean, what? Anything else we need to mention? I think that we're
I
good.
don't think so.
All right. Cool. See everyone. I'm glad we got a Friday out there.
Yep.
No
And it wasn't a
questions.
complete disaster
It wasn't a
like last
shit
Thursday
show.
was.
It was a nice Friday pod. All right. See everyone on Tuesday.